Alright guys, you know what time it is. Let's go through these cards and find out which we're going to send to get graded. Either PSA, maybe BGS, but let's take a look. Luminion was one I put in here, and I wasn't too sure about that. Matter of fact, there's a few cards I wasn't too sure about. Mewtwo, it's questionable. Luminion, no. Genesect, probably not. These two, probably not too. Beedrill, no. Slowking. See, some of these are good. Like Zeraora, I'll think about that. Slowking, I mean, it's not bad centering. I might think about that. Some of these cards, though, they're pretty cheap. So you really gotta think about, like, if you're gonna get cards graded, which ones are actually worth it. I mean, there are some cards you can buy for like 50 or 60 bucks and guarantee yourself a PSA 10. Why send them in then? If they're already out there, right? Now, this Leafeon V right here, for sure, this is gonna go in. This Vaporeon VMAX, this one's for sure gonna go in. Why? Because this thing has excellent centering. There's almost no white dots on the corners or anything. And it's very hard to find these things in that kind of good condition. So that one's gonna go for sure. Charizard, this thing is overly saturated for PSA, but you know what? I'm gonna get it graded because I don't want to spend $300+ for this. Dragonite V, same thing, good card. Now there's some other cards here, and I'm gonna Arceus V. Again, it's a decently priced card, so I'm gonna go ahead and send it in as well. And now I'm not gonna send them all in at one time. I'm gonna be sending some in a split, probably like 2 or 3 sections sent out. So Celebi V, it is a bit off center left to right, but not horrible. The back doesn't look that bad. And see, I'll put that in the questionable thing. Unknown V. Now, I'm not sure about this one, because I'm afraid that this, I'll put it right here, I'm afraid that this might actually be not too expensive to just buy. There's Regidrago V. Again, not too sure about that, so I'm going to put this in the questionable pile. Espeon VMAX, Leafeon VMAX. Now, these two, this Espeon VMAX, you actually seen in my shorts, and people are saying, get it graded, get it graded. Oh, I'm definitely sending it in. This one's getting graded. This Leafeon VMAX. Now, the only issue I have, it is slightly off center, left to right. You can see it's thinner here, it's thicker here. So it's kind of like betting or hoping that they say, okay, we'll let it go PSA 10. And see, I don't know, like, I almost feel like I want to take this and to just put it as a binder card. But I'll leave it in this pile for now, something we can look over later. Now this is I'll go over that one last. So this one is Giratina V, and the front looks not bad at all. The back, as you can see. Now you might think there's some whitening on it there. That's just a glare, so don't worry. I think it's a glare. It better be a glare. I'll be mad if it's a glare, if it's not a glare. But whereas the front looks not too bad in centering, the back is just like off to the side, just like, no, it's just thin over here. It's super thick over here. The only saving grace for this one is that PSA tends to be a little more lenient when it comes to grading the backs. Like the front, like I want to say the front has to be within 60-40 or something like that, and in the back 25-75, but don't quote me on that. There is a ratio, but all I know is the back is not as important as the front. So this one we could lay right here as a questionable one. These two right here are just completely different cards, okay? They're not Pokemon. So if you don't like Pokemon, if you don't like things that are non-Pokemon, turn your head away, fast forward, but we're gonna get into this right here. This one right here is the Usopp Championship card. I believe you had to place in a tournament. I can't remember if it's top 32 or top 16 in Asian tournaments in order to even get this one. Now, the centering on this one, look at the back. It's pretty dang nice. It's maybe a little thicker on the bottom versus the top. Okay. Now the front looks really, really clean. I went through a couple of these, and one of the issues that they had, and that scratching is not on there, don't worry, it's just on the card saver. There are no scratches in there, but there has been some imperfections on a few that I've seen, like this. See this embossing right here? Sometimes the embossing doesn't go through properly and there's like little dimples in it, or little bubbles. This one had none that I could see. And so I'm gonna send this one in. I got stuck with this thing. I spent close to, I want to say, almost, I would say about $900 US, $950, something like that. Now, if this comes back as a PSA 10, it makes up for the money. I have no loss right there, and I'll be happy. But I might send this to BGS and maybe squeeze out a gold 10 or a black 10. So we'll see. And this one is still, you see, it's still in the wrapper. So if I'm still thinking about it, but the front looks good. Nothing really wrong with the way it's centered in the front. It might look, bigger on the left or right, but it's just, if you notice, these borders here are thicker. These ones are thinner, and there's wording over here versus over here, and there's you see right here, it's just different. Now if you look in the back here, the only issue that I have with this one, like right here, you see right here? So left to right, it's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. It's the bottom right here that I'm really worried about. The bottom part is a little bit heavier. If I hold it like this, flat, there you can see, left to this is a little bit thicker than the left. Bottom is a little bit heavier than the top, but it's still a clean card. Still a very clean card. So I would have to. I'm contemplating. I almost want to say that I would. I don't know. Like the moment I remove it out of the wrapper, it's kind of just. All right, you're done there. It's not special. It's either you want to get it graded, or you want it to be sealed. One of the two. So. Sadly, this one's probably going to be something I have to think about. But these ones right here, for sure, I'm going to get graded. We have the Usopp right here, Leafeon, Espeon, Arceus, Dragonite, Charizard, Vaporeon, and Leafeon. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, the last card I want to get, which is the 9th card, I'm definitely getting this graded. This is an old card. Centering is not bad. Lugia EX, and I picked this one up off the internet for about $50 to $100. I paid a little extra at the time. I'm not sure what it's costing right now, but this one right here, I think is a beautiful card. No issues on it whatsoever on the back. No issues on it whatsoever on the front. But then again, they could be finicky with how these edges and these ridges are, but who knows how it could come back. But I am sending this in, and if it doesn't come back the grade I want, I'm cracking that thing for sure. Cracking that thing and resending it in, one way or another. It's gonna come back as a good grade card. So here we go. These are the 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll probably have to think about this one. Now, I have to hit 12 cards. That's what I'm sending in for now, is 12 cards. So, I'm thinking the Mewtwo I'm probably going to send in, because this one is actually pretty good centering. As you can see. Pretty decent centering. So that's 11, 10 or 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we need one more card. And I really want to get this one graded, but the way that it's off-centered here scares me. Get what I'm saying? It scares me bad. So I might keep that one for now. I'm not going to take a chance on it. Honestly, I might just send the Celebi in because it seems to be centered pretty well. It's not too bad. Yeah, I think I'll do the Celebi. So the rest of these will probably stay back for now. We can go to them another time. There is one other card I wanted to get your comments down below if I should send this one also. There's been a lot of hype for trainers. So if you look at the back, pretty clean. There are no white marks, no scratches, nothing. None of these cards have scratches on the surface at all, or I wouldn't even have this in the pile. So this one is Blues Tactics. And everyone knows about the hype with the trainers right now. Not so much the English as the Japanese, but still, Blues Tactics is a pretty decent card. You know, you probably, if you're gonna get these graded, you probably want, you know, blue, red, and green are probably the ones you're gonna be going after to have the set. So let me know in the comments below if I should send this one in to get graded with the others. Anyways, that is it. Those are the cards that I'm going to be sending in, and wish me luck. This is just the pre-PSA grading video, and we will see the opening 2 months, 3 months down the line. Anyways, thanks for watching. This is JustByrdnest, and I am out. If you like what you watched, please like, share, and subscribe. And thanks for the support.